Hello everyone, and I am back. Visual book reviews for the extended learning video. I forgot why I had you guys here for a minute. The extended learning video for the two books that I featured by Susan Verde, I Am One and I Am Me. Now, both of these books taught the importance of acts of kindness and accepting yourself just the way you are and accepting and embracing the differences in others. So that book was I Am One, that book of action. And then the other one, of course, is I Am Me, that book of authenticity. So in both books, they had great concepts to teach children. The very first one, I believe, was getting into character. So as teachers, transitions can be tough. You know, I've always struggled with transitions. The one thing that helped me was to get into character. Now, when I would have my read alouds and I wanted the children to join me at circle time or read a story to them, typically that's when they're in centers. And centers are, of course, a mess. There's things all over the place. They're exploring. That's what kids do. A clean classroom is not always a good one. Sometimes they should be messy. It's showing that they're exploring. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't have structure and some form of order in them, but at the same time, there should be actively, exploring with different things, and it should be a lot of things that's showing that children are actively engaged. So I would go over to the carpet, 15-minute timer is what I would typically set for them. And in that 15 minutes, I'll give them 5-minute increments and remind them that it's time for them to clean up. Now, when I'm in character such as this, I'll have a magic wand or something else extra, just for the simple fact that I'm extra, if you haven't noticed already. So I would tap them on their shoulders 15 minutes before cleanup, 10 minutes before cleanup, 5 minutes before cleanup. And then I would do something like maybe even have a black box that's covered, or a box covered in paper that's black, and I have like question marks all over it, like to give that whole illusion of a mystery. I'll hide the books in there or other items and say, boys and girls, I have a great box. Let me open. Oh, I can't show you. It's too cool. I can't show you yet. I'll make it all exciting. They'll be like, what's in it? What's in it? What's in it? They're nosy. At that age, they're all nosy. They want to know what you're doing and what you have at all times. I love them, but let's just face it, they are. So those are the kind of things that I would use to try to get their attention and grab it immediately. And then I would do something like, I'm going to cover my eyes and I'm going to count to 10 or 20 and you guys need to hurry up and clean up. Oh, I'm not peeking. You are peeking. I'm not peeking. And then I'll do something like that. And, let's go as fast as lightning. I'm going to count to 10. And then whoever is finished or count to 20, by then I'm going to open my eyes or uncover my eyes. And then I'm going to see that everything is clean. Everybody's sitting, crisscross applesauce. We're ready to sit down. We're ready to listen to our story and show Miss Tammy that we are ready to find out what's in that magic box. So, anything that you can do to grab their attention, have them clean up, put things away, guide them through that scaffold, and, then go over to the carpet and you can read them a story. Now, after reading a story, I'll suggest that you, as always, use your environment as your extra teacher. Have the teacher in the classroom with you, setting up the tables with various different activities. And you can say, boys and girls, at one table, I'm going to call you over, and after reading the book, I want to find out what's special and unique about you, and we're going to write it down. So I suggest doing it that way so you can just have these guys just kind of rotate out instead of trying to do it in a large group, because sometimes it can be too overwhelming and they're sitting too long, and that's just not developmentally appropriate for children to sit for too long. So I would do that. I would also send home either a poster board or cardstock to parents with a message stating, hey, we're doing All About Me posters. Here's the things that you can include. It can be anything from what's your favorite, movie or book, or your favorite vacation. What do you like to eat? Various things like that. Include a family photo, have them put it together as a part of community, which if you are accredited, that's something that we need to show and bring back to your classroom. Now, if you don't have the wall space to post it up in the classroom, maybe outside the room, or laminate it and create a book. Just have it in a space where kids have it and it's accessible to them at all times. They're proud of the things that they see that they've made, especially when it's something that involves their families and it's something that's just made by them. So I would definitely suggest that. And of course, the sitting down, going over things with them when you ask them what's special and unique about you is something that you can reiterate when you get them back together, gathered on the answers that the kids came up with, post it up where it's eye level so they can look at it, see their names and things of that nature. That's that language and literacy. That's that social and emotional. So those are some of the things that I would suggest for you to do as an extension activity on the books. As far as the one, act of kindness, that book focused on that. I will even write down what are some things that we can do that's kind. And if they're not sure about it, then you can say things like helping others, or what do you like when your friends do this, that, or the other. So this is why I say that pre-K, preschool area, because they could answer those questions. Toddlers may not be able to. So that's another activity. But if you guys have anything that you can think of, I would love to hear from you. Comment, or send me an email. My email is always in my description, and then I can follow up with you. As always, hit like and subscribe so I can continue to bring you this content, and keep exploring and keep reading. I'll see you again next time.